Title: Through the Fire, the story of Angela and Kurt. In a one-bedroom apartment tucked into the weather backbone of a struggling city, Angela and Kurt lived together. Not just under one roof, but within the storm of their pasts. Their love was undeniable, magnetic, but so were the echoes of pain they each carried. Angela was bold in every sense. Curves that turned heads, a voice that cut through nonsense, and a spirit that refused to be tamed. She was raised by a mother who did her best, but was stretched too thin, and a father who never stayed long enough to teach her what love from a man should feel like. That absence lingered in her like a shadow, turning her strength into walls and her tenderness into a guarded flame. Kurt was built like stone, broad shoulders, steady hands, and a heart that had been tempered in the fire of abandonment. Given up as a child, bounced between homes, he became a man the hard way. He had learned to fight for everything: respect, survival, and most of all, a sense of worth. But the thing he wanted most was something he couldn't fight into existence: peace. When they met, their connection was electric. Kurt saw through Angela's defenses, recognizing the fear behind her fire. Angela saw in Kurt a rare steadiness, a kind of loyalty she had never known. Together, they dreamed of a life untouched by the chaos they came from. But the world, as always, had other plans. Their love was tested daily, not by betrayal, but by triggers, trauma, and the weight of survival. Arguments would erupt from nowhere. A missed text, a tone too sharp, silence mistaken for rejection. Angela would shut down when things got hard, afraid that if she leaned on him too much, he'd leave, just like her father. Kurt, in turn, would burn with frustration, feeling unseen for all the ways he showed up, day in and day out. There were nights when they lay back to back, silent, both hurting, neither knowing how to cross the distance. But there were also mornings when Kurt would cook her breakfast, remembering how her eyes lit up for buttery pancakes. There were days when Angela would hold his face and tell him, "You are enough," just when he needed it most. Through evictions, job losses, and the whispers of people saying they'd never make it, they held each other tighter. Not perfectly, not without scars, but with intention. They didn't have a blueprint for love. They were building it from scratch. The world gave them every reason to fall apart. But each time, they chose each other again. And that choice, messy and raw, became their peace. Because love, real love, isn't born in fairy tales. It's forged in fire.